Breaking news, my country people. In a very shocking revelation, Primate Ayodele have foreseen a rerun of the 2023 presidential election, but he claims that there are forces behind the election results that will stand firmly against it. So as e be like this, so my country people, Primate Ayodele don confirm say yes, so im don see say there would be a rerun of the presidential election, but then there are some forces, there are some hidden forces that would want to stop the election rerun. My country people, this is very serious, so let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. I see rerun, but forces will fight it. Primate Ayodele, the leader of the Rerun Evangelical Spiritual Church, has revealed that he foresees a rerun of the 2023 election, but claims forces behind the election result will stand firmly against it. Primate Ayodele said there are leakages in the judiciary which are not well packaged, adding that it would later expose the All Progressive Congress (APC). He claimed that the APC has realized that there are no two ways to the election tribunal and is seriously monitoring the proceedings to ensure nothing goes wrong in the favor of the opposition. In a statement by his media aide, Mr. Oluwatosin, Ayodele said if the tribunal wants to be fair, the best is to call for a rerun, but forces behind the case will want the election results to remain as it is. The point is the direction of what I see is a rerun of the election, but there are some forces, there are some hidden secret forces behind the election that wants it to remain the same, and this will knock the judiciary and it will make them irrelevant. It will make INEC not to be a body Nigeria can rely on. Of course, the judiciary will pay for it dearly. If it doesn't go for it, then INEC will pay for it in the future. Because what I see is a rerun, but then there are some powers behind it. They want to make sure that Tinubu's victory remains intact. They want to make sure that Tinubu's victory remains the same. In fact, these forces, these powers, they don't want Tinubu's victory to be overturned. But the tribunal is supposed to raise the hope of Nigeria and correct all the misconduct of the judiciary. But you see these forces behind it, they are fighting against the right thing. Primate Elijah Ayodele stressed that the judiciary is supposed to raise the hope of Nigerians with a fair judgment. But you see these forces, these evil forces, they are fighting seriously against the right judgment. They are fighting hard to make sure that Tinubu remains the president. They don't want Tinubu to leave that position. That's why they are doing everything best or everything possible in their power to make sure Tinubu remains in that position. He, however, mentioned that an unfair judgment will make the judiciary and the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) irrelevant. And as Nigerians await the tribunal judgment, there is no way to read. There are leakages in the tribunal as reviewed. These leakages, if not well packaged, will expose the ruling party. The ruling party has also realized that there is no two ways to read. They are cabals monitoring this tribunal, and they are very, very desperate. Very desperate cabals. They will do anything. In fact, they will go far and beyond just to make sure that this, rerun of the election does not come to pass. Well, my country people, this is a very serious matter. This is coming from Primate Elijah Ayodele. We know that Primate Elijah Ayodele has been given series of prophecies. Most of them to him had been coming to pass. But then, my country people, this is a very, very serious one. You know that before now, people have been saying that President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's victory cannot be overturned o. Yes, so my country people, a lot of the APC chieftains have said even spiritual forces cannot overturn the victory of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So as it stands now, it seems that Tinubu stands to be undefeated at the tribunal. That's the message that they were trying to send, that Tinubu, I beg your pardon, will be undefeated. So those petitioners are just wasting their time. But then recently we are hearing these talks of a rerun. Yes, we are hearing talks of rerun of the presidential election, in which even the All Progressive Congress, they reacted and they said if eventually there would be a rerun of this election, then Peter Obi would be excluded. Yes, my country people, the All Progressive Congress made it known in a recent statement where they said Peter Obi would be excluded from the re-election. Yes, my country people. So as e dey be like this, so guys, the APC said the re-election would be between Atiku Abubakar and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So Peter Obi would not in any way partake in this re-election. That's what they said. Although the statement generated a lot of reactions, in fact, a lot of controversies has surrounded that statement from the All Progressive Congress, where they said, oh, it seems that Tinubu is scared of Peter Obi. Peter Obi would have higher chances at winning at the re-election if they should conduct a re-election. But then the APC maintained their ground that Peter Obi came distant third, and as well should not be involved in the re-election process. So they said since Peter Obi came distant third, there is no way he could partake. The battle is between Atiku Abubakar and Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So my country people, so many people had reacted to that statement saying, oh, the APC knows that if Peter Obi should come into the picture, that Peter Obi would win the re-election. But then my country people, Primate Ayodele has dropped his own bombshell that this re-election, he has foreseen it, that see, there would be a re-election, but then he sees some forces, they are trying to hinder this re-election. In fact, these forces are going around trying to make sure that there would be no re-election. He called them cabals, that they are cabals, secret hidden cabals, trying to make sure that they hinder this re-election. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this? I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.